The crystalline chambers of the Galactic War Tribunal had never witnessed such defiance. Admiral Sarah Chen stood in the defendant's dock, her uniform still bearing scorch marks from the Battle of Kepler 442, as the 12-member Council of Alien judges delivered their verdict. Humanity, intoned Magistrate Zelthera, her 6 eyes gleaming with ancient authority, stands guilty of unprecedented aggression, violation of 17 interstellar treaties, and crimes against the cosmic order. The sentence is immediate dissolution of your species. The assembled representatives from 47 civilizations nodded in approval. The Zephyrians with their gossamer wings rustled contentedly. The stone-like Cromnites rumbled their satisfaction. Even the peaceful Etherians, beings of pure energy, pulsed with agreement. Admiral Chen smiled. "With respect, Magistrate," she said, her voice carrying across the vast chamber, "I believe there's been a misunderstanding about what humanity actually did." Zelthera's mandibles clicked in irritation. "The evidence is overwhelming. Your species initiated contact with the Devourers, beings so destructive that the Galaxy Council had quarantined their entire sector for 3 millennia. You broke the containment." "We did," Chen admitted freely. The gallery gasped. "But not for the reasons you think." She gestured to the holographic display that materialized beside her. 2 years ago, our deep space monitoring stations detected something your advanced civilizations missed. The Devourer containment field wasn't just keeping them in, it was keeping something else out. The display showed massive writhing shadows moving beyond the galactic rim, vast entities that dwarfed even the notorious Devourers. "The Void Spawn," Chen continued, "ancient predators that consume entire galaxies. They've been probing our galaxy's defenses for millennia, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. That moment was 3 months ago, when your containment field began to fail." Magistrate Corval of the Hegemony leaned forward. "Impossible. Our sensors would have detected such beings." "Would they?" Chen activated another display. "Your sensors are designed to detect matter, energy, conventional space-time distortions. The Void Spawn exist in the spaces between reality. They're not quite in our dimension, but they can reach through the cracks." She paused, letting the weight of her words settle. The only reason they hadn't attacked yet was because the Devourers' chaotic energy signature created interference. When your containment field started failing, we had 2 choices. Let the Devourers escape and alert the Void Spawn to the breach, or partner with them, whispered Counselor Ninth of the Collective, her crystalline form refracting the chamber's light in shocked patterns. "Humanity specializes in the impossible alliance," Chen said. "We've been doing it our entire history. Catholics and Protestants, Americans and Russians, predator and prey, when a bigger predator threatens both." The hologram shifted to show the first human diplomatic mission entering Devourer space. The vessels looked impossibly small against the writhing mass of the Devourer fleet, organic ships that pulsed with malevolent life. "They tried to consume our negotiators," Chen continued. "Standard protocol for them, but humans taste different. Our neurochemistry, our emotional complexity, our contradictions, we gave them indigestion." A sound rippled through the chamber that might have been alien laughter from the Zephyrian delegation. The Devourers had never encountered a species that could be simultaneously logical and illogical, peaceful and warlike, selfish and selfless. We confused them so thoroughly that they agreed to listen instead of eating. The display showed the next phase, human and Devourer fleets moving in unprecedented coordination, their combined forces taking positions around the galaxy's perimeter. We told them about the Void Spawn, showed them our projections. The Devourers understood immediately. They'd encountered the Spawn before in their original galaxy. They were refugees, not conquerors. Magistrate Zelthera's voice cracked slightly. "You're saying the beings we've contained for 3,000 years were running away? From an enemy so terrible that the Devourers, who consider most organic life a delicacy, chose exile over submission." Chen's expression grew grim. "The Void Spawn don't just consume matter and energy. They unravel the fundamental structure of reality itself. Everything they touch ceases to have ever existed. The chamber fell silent except for the hum of the station's life support systems. 3 days ago, Chen continued, the void spawn finally broke through. Our combined fleets met them at the galactic edge. Devourer bioships providing close-range assault while human vessels coordinated long-range bombardments. We held them. At what cost? Asked Magistrate Corval. 40% of both fleets. The Devourers lost their eldest queenship. Humanity lost the 7th Fleet entirely. Chen's voice carried the weight of those losses. But we drove them back. The incursion points are sealed. She activated a final hologram showing the aftermath. Human and Devourer ships limping home together, their crews working side by side to repair damage. The war crimes you're prosecuting us for. Breaking. Containment, allying with your greatest enemies, violating 47 different treaties, we did all of that. But we did it to save a galaxy that would have condemned us without trial. Magistrate Zelthara was silent for a long moment. When she spoke, her voice carried a note of something between respect and disbelief. You allied with beings that could have destroyed you. We allied with beings that were already destroying us, Chen corrected. The difference is we convinced them to aim their destruction outward instead of inward. The magistrate's 6 eyes blinked in sequence. This tribunal finds, she paused, consulting with her fellow judges through rapid bioluminescent communication. This tribunal finds that intent matters as much as action. Humanity's violations are acknowledged, but the context transforms their nature from crimes to its unfortunate necessities. The charges are dismissed, announced Counselor Nith. Furthermore, this tribunal formally requests that humanity represent the Galaxy Council in all future Devourer negotiations. Admiral Chen's smile widened. We accept, but we'll need some adjustments to those 47 treaties. The old rules weren't written for the kind of galaxy we're living in now. As the session concluded and the various species began filing out, Magistrate Zelthara approached Chen privately. How did you know? She asked. How did you know the Devourers would listen? Chen's expression grew thoughtful. Humans have a saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But we've learned something deeper. Sometimes your enemy isn't really your enemy. Sometimes they're just scared. She looked out at the stars through the tribunal's vast windows. The universe is bigger and stranger than any of us imagined. If we're going to survive what's coming next, we'll need to get comfortable with impossible alliances. What do you mean, what's coming next? Chen's smile turned predatory. The void spawn we fought were scouts. The main force is still out there, and they know we exist now. She turned to leave, then paused. Magistrate, how quickly can the Council mobilize a unified defense fleet? Because if my calculations are correct, we have about 6 months before they come back. And this time they'll be ready for us. The War Tribunal had judged Earth guilty. But as Admiral Chen walked away to begin preparing for an even greater war, she reflected that humanity had always been at its best when the verdict seemed final. After all, humans specialized in rewriting endings.